Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chair Shots to the Cranium. I'm Steven Goforth. My guest today is
Addison,
a.k.a.
Addi-Go.
There we go. And it is prediction time. Hell in the Cell is this Sunday, September the 16th, 7 p.m. start time at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. Should be a fantastic pay-per-view. Very much looking forward to it. What do you think, Addi-Go?
I am very excited. I personally think this is one of my favorite pay-per-views because I think that it's just, I like when they're in the cell. I think they have more, I think it's more entertaining.
Yeah, it is very entertaining. We don't get to see this very often. 2 matches on this pay-per-view in the cell. So
Yeah.
get a little extra treat on that one. Not just 1, but 2 dose matches in the cell. So without further ado, let's head right into our predictions.
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The champions, the New Day versus Rusev Day. This match got made on SmackDown this week. Rusev and Aiden English won the rights to face the New Day. Addi-Go, I'm going to let you start out. Who do you think is going to take this one?
Alrighty, well, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. I just think that the New Day is going to win.
Okay.
Because, well, they won on SmackDown right after that match, that the last predictions we did.
Right.
Y'all heard that I predicted the New Day also. They lost.
Well, they didn't win the championships. They actually won the match. They won by disqualification. But, yeah, I can kind of see how that felt like a loss. But go ahead.
Yeah. So, I think the New Day is going to win because, like you just said, they did not win the championships.
Right.
And it kind of made me upset.
But what happened? They went on to SmackDown that following week, and what happened?
They won the championships.
They did. So, your pick is the New Day on this match.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you on that. I think New Day's got a thing going right now. I just don't think Rusev Day has what it takes to take down the New Day. Could be wrong here. Don't think it'll happen. I think I agree with you. I think New Day is going to retain their championships at Hell in a Cell. Okay, let's head on to the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, the champions, against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Okay, so I was upset to see the B team lose their titles.
Yeah.
Were you upset? Yeah.
Because they were so excited about it. They just were going around and telling people, bragging, and just like, it just made me very excited because they had finally won the championships.
Yeah.
And they were really excited. And I would be too. And I think that it was meant to be for them, but I guess not.
Yeah, like I said, I just hated to see that reign go away or end. So Ziggler, McIntyre win the championships. As we know, they're the champions, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. A little disappointed Seth Rollins is not defending his Intercontinental Championship at this pay-per-view. I was really looking forward to a great matchup with he and another competitor. But it is what it is. They're for the Tag Team Championships. I'm going to pick Ziggler and McIntyre to retain the championships against Rollins and Ambrose. What do you think?
Well, we have a challenge. I am going with the opposite of you.
Okay.
I am going with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
All right, nice.
The reason why is I'm just saying, it's not that I don't love Seth Rollins. I do. It's just I feel like that he's better off with Dean Ambrose. I feel like they would be a really good combination.
As a
together.
tag team. You're liking him better as a tag team than a singles wrestler.
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that the championships are going to go to Rollins and Ambrose back around their waist because they've held it, before Ambrose had his injury.
Mm-hmm.
So the Shield getting the tag team championships per Addi-Go.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next match. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. I'm going to let you take this one.
All right. Well, I am just going to go with Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella.
Okay.
Just because I really like them and I feel like they would be really good in the ring with Miz and Maurice. And I think Brie Bella is much more advanced, not to be rude, advanced than Maurice.
Do you think she's a better wrestler than Maurice? Okay.
Yes, because she has more experience.
Okay. All right. So Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella.
Yes.
I'm going to go with, this is a tough one for me. I keep going back and forth on this one.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to agree with you. I think,
wow.
Yeah, can you believe that? Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, I think they're going to take it as well. I think The Miz with the cheap shot with the brass knuckles at the last pay-per-view on Daniel at SummerSlam, on Daniel Bryan getting that victory. I think that they get a little revenge here, and I think they win the match as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the Hell in a Cell match between Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. I'm gonna let you take this one first as well.
Okay, well, this one was a really easy one for me to figure out.
Easy, huh?
Yeah, it was very easy for me because I honestly did not want to go with either one of them.
How come?
I'm just not into the storyline of both of them. Nothing personal.
Okay, all right. Well, I can see that. I mean, the Randy Orton Jeff Hardy feud, yeah. I mean, it's been an okay story. I have to agree with you. I hadn't been much into it myself. So pick a winner. Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm just gonna go with Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Okay, so I'm gonna agree with you on this one too. I'm gonna say Randy Orton's gonna win.
All right. Why is that?
I just think that the veteran, well, they're both veterans. I don't know. I think Randy Orton has Jeff Hardy's number right now. I think he's really played some mind games with him, with trying to really tear down his character. Doing some brutal attacks on him.
Yeah.
I think that the Viper is going to get the upper hand in this one, and there's some experience there on the part of Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match as well. And again, I just think Randy Orton's going to take it.
Yeah, I'm not entertained by the match at all.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe they'll surprise you. Maybe they'll have a great match, and it might be the best one on the card. You never know.
Yeah. But I just really hope this match doesn't turn into something like Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura had, because that was just way too unentertaining, and it was just very, very, very fast.
Yeah, I don't.
So quick.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see this one. It being in the cell, I think we'll see a pretty entertaining match here. So we'll wait and find out. All right, so the Raw Women's Championship: Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss. I'm gonna say that Ronda Rousey retains here. I think that she's on a little bit of a roll after winning that championship. I think she has some momentum in her corner. I'm going with Ronda Rousey. How about you?
I'm actually going to agree with you. I love Ronda Rousey right now. Like, I am pumped. When she comes out in that ring, I am pumped. Like, I am just sit down in my place and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? What's she going to do? What's she going to do? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she just did that. And I'm like, mind blown. I am excited for this match. Like, I am amazed.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You're pumped about this one, aren't you?
Yes.
All right, so Ronda Rousey retaining her championship against Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
I still think that Alexa may have some tricks up her sleeve here. I don't think it's going to be enough. You know how she is. She always likes to play dirty. She's got something going on. But I think Ronda survives and retains. All right, so the SmackDown Women's Championship, the champion Charlotte Flair against Becky Lynch. What an entertaining storyline we have here between these two former best friends.
Love it.
All right, I'm letting you go first. You go.
All right. This one, at first, it was a very, very, very tough situation for me because they were just best friends. And I was so upset that Becky Lynch turned heel. But I was also like, wait a second. What's the storyline here? What's going to happen next?
Right.
And I figured out that, wait a second, Becky Lynch is a heel now. She wasn't a very good wrestler. I mean, she was a really good wrestler. She wasn't included as much as Alexa Bliss was. And I thought, oh, wait, she's a heel now. Mm-hmm. She's a heel.
Yeah.
She has much more activity.
Kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch was, like, I don't get it. But I think she's going to win just because of her heel character.
You think Becky Lynch is going to take the title?
Yeah.
Okay. This was another tough one for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, too. I think that Becky Lynch, she made her presence known after SummerSlam, and her turning heel, I think, has tremendously revived her character.
Yes.
I think she's always been a fantastic wrestler, but her storylines, her character was getting a little stale, in my opinion. Nothing personal there. I think this heel turn was awesome. I think it was much needed. You got to be a little careful there because you don't want everybody to boo Charlotte, because you've seen a lot of fans, they're not really taking to this heel turn by Becky. They're kind of cheering her on, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you don't want to lose Charlotte's momentum as a face, as a baby face. So this is a tricky one here.
Yeah.
So you got to be a little careful with that. But again, I think Becky Lynch takes the championship off Charlotte. So it should be a fantastic match. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I do have to. We talked about this before we come on the show today, and I got to express it. It's really bothering me. I think it's bothering you too. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is the third pay-per-view in a row that we have not seen Bayley or Sasha.
I know. I'm very depressed about it. I just don't like it. I feel like they're just not doing anything. Like, the last match was great. Like, they won, and I was super excited. But then the match before that, I was just so depressed. I was like, I don't even want to watch this if they're not going to win.
Right, you're talking about on Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got Sasha and Bayley, two of your most entertaining and outstanding women's wrestlers in that division.
Yeah.
And the third pay-per-view in a row, they're not on it.
I could definitely, if we just see more of them, we could definitely see what the talent they have is amazing.
And I see what they're doing with the tag team thing. Maybe, and I think you and I talked about this as well, maybe setting up a possible tag team championship run if they can introduce those titles.
Yeah.
Hearing rumors that they may do that.
Maybe.
I think they'd be great to be the first champions.
Yeah.
But find something for them.
Yeah.
On these pay-per-views. And then again, it goes back to the dual branded pay-per-views. I feel like you're suppressing some of the talent because not everyone can get on the show.
Yeah.
And on the pay-per-view. So
it's okay if they don't win something on a pay-per-view. It's baby steps. You just got to take a step, take a step, take a step, like that.
I like that, baby steps. I agree. All right, so anyway, I had to throw that in there, sorry. All right, so let's go on to the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Addi-Go, you take this one.
I'm going to say Samoa Joe.
Ooh, Samoa Joe. He's going to take the championship.
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
And I just think that AJ Styles is way too caught up in his family. He's just really nervous of what Samoa Joe's going to do next to his family.
Right, so Joe's been playing some mind games there with him, hasn't he? Okay.
And I feel like that AJ Styles, he's just playing it cool. He's like, oh, wait, that doesn't bother me. I'm just going to go with it or whatever. But I feel like it's getting more and more and more. He's thinking about it, and he's like, well, that's kind of rude.
Yeah.
And he's taking it very seriously. And I feel like that something Samoa Joe's going to do to AJ Styles, that's going to distract him and win the WWE Championship.
This was another tough one for me. I'm a big fan of AJ Styles. He puts on some fantastic matches every time he's in the ring.
Yeah.
But I think that the mind games are starting to get to him a little bit as well. I think that his focus is going away from the match, and his focus is going on his family, a tactic that Samoa Joe has done perfectly. He's trying to distract him with his family and take his focus off of that championship and take his focus off of the match in hopes of a victory.
Yeah.
I think he's going to do it too.
Yeah.
I think Joe's going to take the championship. So, again, we both may be wrong here.
Yeah, so far I'm loving this storyline.
Yeah, I am too. I'm kind of anxious to see what's going to happen. If the family gets back involved with this match, we'll see. But Samoa Joe, your new WWE champion, per myself and Addi-Go. All right, so let's go to the final match, the WWE Universal Championship, Hell in a Cell match, Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. An added twist this past Monday on Raw, special guest referee, the one and only WWE Hall of Famer, Mick Foley. That's going to make it extremely interesting as far as I'm concerned. I think something's going to happen there. Foley's not in this thing for no reason. I think that I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how he's going to affect the outcome of this match, but he is in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to stick with Roman Reigns. I don't think Braun Strowman is going to take the title off of him right now, in this coming match. I think Roman Reigns retains it. I think you're going to see one heck of a match. a brutal match, a very physical match in that cell. Nobody can escape. The legend of Hell in the Cell matches, Mick Foley in there with them refereeing this thing. It's going to be fantastic.
You know what I'm not going to say who I'm going for just yet.
Okay.
I just think that something's going to happen, whether it's Brock Lesnar comes out and interferes with this match, or does something to get inside that cell and interfere with that match. I just have some sort of feeling.
Wow.
But before this, I thought, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. I literally got up here and I was like, wait a second. Braun Strowman's in this. And then, wait, what if Brock Lesnar comes out there and interferes with that match? I just got a strange, weird feeling that was going to happen.
Could. You never know.
And Braun Strowman's so strong. I mean, for goodness sake, he lifted an ambulance.
He did. He did that. Absolutely.
And I just think he's going to create such destruction in that cell.
Okay, he could. I don't disagree with that at all. I think it's going to be interesting, to say the least. So your pick in this one is?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. Okay, so he's going to be your new Universal Champion after this pay-per-view.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that is it for our predictions. We will see how we come out on this one. As always, it has been a pleasure, Addison, for you being here. And I think that I was surprised we agreed on a lot of these, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Looking very much forward to this pay-per-view and how it shapes out.
Yep.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for listening. Can't wait for the pay-per-view. Again, this Sunday, the 16th, 7 p.m., the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, on the WWE Network. Don't miss it. Thank you for taking another chair shot to the cranium.
Adios!